Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now what I'm going to show you today is I've got a new loom. Now Rose and Gilhill have made me an extended demo loom. Now a lot of people keep asking, why do you call it a blanket when it's so small? I do a demo size. Your loom, if you buy one or make one, is going to be bigger than this. This blanket I'm going to show you, it's really quite easy, so don't be frightened of it. And I'm going to use this absolutely beautiful, this blue and this white. Now I have got more white. I do use all the smaller balls. And to get it wrapped up like this, there is another tutorial with the wool winder where I managed to wrap 4 strands of wool at once into this cake shape. So this blanket is going to have a white base and this on the top. So I'm going to get my 4 strands of wool. I'm just going to pop that down there at my feet on the floor. I've got my 4 strands of white, 4 strands, and I'm going to tie it down here on this corner peg. Just tie it to the peg, and we're going to do 5 rounds of a normal base. So that will just be up and down the pegs, all of your pegs, up and down like this for 5 full rounds. We're going to make a normal square base. Just push your wool down as you go along. Now don't wind it on too tight, it doesn't need to be tight at all. Once you get to your corner, we're going to come along this way. So we're going to fill in the gaps that we don't have any wool on, and that will give us our first full round. And I'm going to do 5 full rounds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do one diagonal this way, and then I will do the next diagonal that way, then a diagonal that way, and then that way. So it's integrated like this. You can see this is all integrated, crossed over, and I'm going to, that's the effect I want on the diagonals. A lot of people do the diagonals one way and then they do the other diagonal on the top. I'm going to do one that way, then that way, then that way, and then that way, if you understand what I mean. So I'm going to tie one here and I'll tie the other one over there. So I'll tie that on there, and I'm just going to do what we normally do for a zigzag. I'm not going to do that peg because there's nothing really there, and that will become part of the fringe. So I'm just going to go around all my pegs like this, covering the whole board. I'll take that out of the way. I'll move that across a little bit now. Now this frame is a little shade wider, that's why I can't get it right in to the full screen. But I am working on changing part of my craft room into a little filming studio, because I do have a spare room since my, well, 2 spare rooms since my children moved out. So when you get to this corner, just go right around the corner like this, and work your way back, filling in those gaps. Just follow your wool back, filling in those little gaps. Down. Now, I'm sorry about my frame moving around. My little homemade stand, the bottoms fell off it. I'll have to get it fixed on. So, we're going to go to this side now, and we're going to tie our 4 strands of the other ball that I showed you onto here, like this, and we're going to work this way. We're going to do one round this way, one full round, now as I've said before, I got my loom from Rose and Gill Hill. You can find Rose and Gill, well Rose, in my craft group called Crafty Twints, and I will put a link in the bottom in the comments to Rose's selling page. So I will put a link in the comments to Rose's selling page if you need or would like to buy one of these peg looms. They're absolutely amazing. So I've got my rounds of my blue done. Now remember that I said I did one layer that way and then that way. So I've got 3 full rounds on that way and that way, if you know what I mean. I integrated it in, you can see what I mean. I've done around each way, all the way down. Now what we're going to do now is I'm going to turn the frame. So the turnover will be blue here, and when you flip this section here, when you flip it over, it will have white pom-poms on it. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to tie from the reverse. I am going to tie my blanket up and down these sections all the way to here. I'm going to tie it to here. This will be my line of pom-poms. This section will be pom-poms, and from here all the way down will just be a normal blanket. So I've got my white wool, I've got my 2 strands of wool, and I'm going to shuttle tie it the way I normally do. Now I'm going to give you a little tip as well. Now what I do, I have this pair of old woolen gloves, and I cut the fingertips off of it so that when you put them on, any of you who have tied blankets up before, you get blisters all over your fingers, so this helps a lot. It's so cheap, they were only 99 pence for a cheap pair of gloves. Now just make sure you only cut the tip of the finger off. You don't, I've been using these for quite a long time, so they have sort of gone shrunk a little bit. I need to get another pair. So it's so much easier. And as usual, I'm going to start down here in this corner and move on. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to tie up my blanket. As long as you put that full twist on it, you'll be able to cut your pom-poms that are at this side. So I have the blanket part all tied in, and you can see the lovely blue crosses on this end. Now this is where my first line of pom-poms are going to be, and I'm going to cut from this side as long as I do that full twist with the loop. The loop will turn into a locking slip knot, and I have been tying lots of my blankets this way, cutting them from the same side as long as you do that full twist in the loop. Now I will show you that in a few minutes. Tie the rest of this section, make sure I use that full loop. I'll do the next one just to show you. You shuttle down through the top. I'm going to move that down a little bit. Down through the top left, we're going to come up through this bottom right on this side, this section of it, up through the bottom right. So as you can see, we're going down this side of that line and coming up this side of it. There's your loop. Do your full twist. So you've got your little twisted part here. Put your shuttle through your hook. Keep your finger in there and pull up the way. Now use your gloves. Pull up the way like that and then pull it really tight. Now that is going to lock that into a little twisted knot in there, and it won't come out when we cut our pom-poms. That is going to hold that pom-pom, and that knot will be inside the pom-pom, so you won't see it. So we're going to go down the top right and up the bottom left, but we're going to come up this side of that line. I'll show you again. So we're going down this side of that line there, that line, down that side and come up this side of it. We've got our hook, do a full twist, put your shuttle through the hook, keep your finger in there and pull up. Pull up like that. Now use your gloves that won't cut into your fingers and then pull it sharply up and wriggle it back and forward to pull that in really, really tight. That's how many ladies tie up their blanket so they can cut on the same side. And that little knot disappears into your pom-pom. So I'm going to tie up the rest of the blanket and I'll be back when I've done that and I'll show you what to do next. So now what I'm going to do is right up this line where I've marked, all this section I'm going to cut the white as pom-poms, and I'm going to cut here, just halfway through each of the white sections. So I am just going to go through here, make sure I'm not getting any of the blue, and tilt this just a little bit, right at that halfway point, and snip, just like that, all the way up this line. This is going to make a pom-pom. I'm going to stop when I get to here. I'm going to stop, so I'll cut through here and all this section will be pom-pom. So I've got all my pom-poms cut on this side. I'm going to flip the frame over and I'm going to show you what to do next. So I've taken the loose stuff off. Now all I'm going to do is cut through the blue, just the way you do a normal blanket. Just cut in between your pegs or your nails, whatever type of frame that you have. Just cut between each of your nails like this, and we're going to remove it from the frame like that. Now when you get to the section that still has blue and white, cut through all of it. Just cut through all the wool and take your blanket off the frame. So just cut all the way around. We'll fix all that when we get to it. Just cut it off all the way around the frame. So this is what the blanket looks like. This is the reverse side of it. And this is why it's called a turnover. Because when you turn this over, you've got your pom-poms here and your blanket here. Now it's turned out, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful shade of blue and I really like it, and it's really soft. And you've got this on this side. Now I know I did my 5 rounds. I had to do the 5 rounds because you need at least 5 rounds to do your pom-poms. These blankets are to decorate the top of a pram, not the top of the blanket. When you buy a baby pram or stroller, you get a cover that goes over that pram that matches the body of the pram. These are for sitting on the top of that cover to give it some extra decoration and make the pram look even more prettier than it already is. So that's what these are used for. So please bear that in mind. They're not for wrapping up a baby. So give this a try. It turns out really beautiful. And that is how you do a crisscross top with a pom-pom turnover. So once again, thank you all very much for watching. Please subscribe. Just click on that button and subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate your support. Also, click on the notification button, and that way you'll get a notification to your emails when I post a new tutorial, and that way you'll always know when I've posted a new tutorial, especially if you're one of my YouTube followers. So just click to subscribe and then tick on that button to get a notification. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.